Hey gang, Game Face here. It's time for more Planet Coaster. And not only that, it's Adventure Pack time. Adventure Pack. And so far, pretty good. I have to say. Sorry, I just have to log into chat. Chat's not up yet. Chat is up. Okay. Yeah, so that's my plan today is I am going to check out... Whoa. I am going to check out all the new toys we have to play with in Planet Coaster. Probably won't get to build anything because, well, there's a lot of new toys in Planet Coaster. I'm not kidding either. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to do this the same as I did the previous ones. Hey, Moneymaker. Hey, Martin. Yes, the Adventure Pack is out. So, I'm just going to go through the primary stuff first, and then we'll delve into the details after. So the first thing I notice is, and we'll take special note of some of the things they've done in these buildings, too. So they've got 3 new shops. They're all adventure shops. Adventure Chief Beef, Adventure Tiki, and Adventure Tiki. Adventure Tiki? Really? Really? They named it wrong. This should be Adventure Cosmic Cow. So, Adventure Cosmic Cow, Adventure Tiki Chicken, Adventure... Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. If I take another one? Yeah, so they just left it Adventure Tiki. But it's not. It's Adventure... Yeah, okay. So, hey Dean. Okay, so the first thing we got is an Adventure Chief Beef. So you can sort of see some of the other things that we're going to get in here. There's going to be new vines. Those are new trees. I've never seen that statue before. I've never seen that plant before. Awesome, we got new plants. The plants are always good. And there's new vines and new roots and this is the same as it always was. Yeah. And that's the other thing that we can do. We can now change. Hey Zombies Rock. How you doing? So, yeah, we can now change what these guys sell. You know, turkey burgers. Sorry. Yeah, they sell turkey burgers for $12. Oh, they're turkey burgers. They've got to be $15. Got to pay for more for less. I'm just kidding. So yeah, there's that. The other one, of course, like I said, is a Cosmic Cow milkshake. You can change these to anything you want, really. But you know, you can see they've done a reasonably good job here. There's root-bound rocks with some other things. Looks like this guy's lost his head. Here, yeah, they really screwed this one up. I'm gonna fix this. I'm kidding, of course. So yeah, you could do that. You could change this up. You could put different stores in there. And then there's this. This is the one that I'm finding the most interesting. Like, yeah, you see what's going on here. That's a false front. Okay, I get it. So obviously we now have these blocks that are at angles. They're like building blocks. You know those wooden blocks they used to have before plastic took over the world? I never owned any. I had plastic blocks when I was a kid, but I remember pictures of wooden blocks you could do stuff with. These are like those wooden blocks, except they're stone. Eh? That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, so we got all those. We got some cool things. So there's lots of things, but these are the default blueprints that they're shipping with the deal. Now the other thing, of course, in the custom blueprints is the Vista Point. So the Vista Point is a place where people will go to see it. I don't know why I can't put it in the park, but Vista Point probably has to be on a path. So the Vista Point is like a point of interest, or like the entertainment point. It's just a place that people will go to. If they have the sightseer trait, that will, all tie together, and they will have more drive to go see this point. So you can use it to get people to go places, basically. If that makes any sense? Yeah, you can use it to get people to go places. So that's the Vista Point. Wow, you can even change the color of it. It's a blue Vista Point. Okay, so that's cool. On to scenery. Now, let's look at the blueprints they have first in scenery. We'll just move out a little bit here. Actually, let's just move across. No, I have not seen Star Wars yet. I'm not going to go for a while. I'll wait until everybody isn't going to see Star Wars, So we've also got these broken down statue piles. Now, all these are statue pieces. With rubble and stuff like that. So that's another thing, another new set of blueprints that we got. If we look at these, you can see that they're made up of just little pieces, individual pieces put together. Like you could mix and match things from this, and nobody would ever know the difference. Can you tell? No. Well, other than this is floating in the air. You can probably tell because of that. So yeah, they're just basically piles of rubble. It's almost like they're trying to teach us how to use the pieces. What? Because I forgot to change it? Or when I uploaded it, it said, no, you can't upload that thumbnail. I don't know. Thanks, LR. I'll fix it. Thumbnail updated. Thumbnail updated. Yeah, we can't have that happening. That would be... Well, you know what? Actually, to tell you the truth, that thumbnail with Assassin's Creed probably looks more accurate to what we're putting down here than the thumbnail that I just put up. Tell you the truth. But whatever. It does make more sense that I do this. So the other thing we've got, which I think is really cool, is plane crashes. We've got a whole series of different plane crashes that they've built for us. We've got like a grown over plane crash. Something that's, let's say, a little fresher in the crashing aspect of its... Same with this. It's more crashy than... Oh, so same with this. Okay, so these three just went down. This one's been here for a while. But again, I think these are just... yeah, a lot of people will use them. They're very useful. But I think, for me, this is like ideas. This is what you can use this for. Not necessarily what it's necessarily meant, what it's meant for. The other thing we have is a whole bunch of traps. Whoops. There was this. Okay, let me make some water. Let me make some water. I'm gonna make water. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Make some water. We want to chisel. Okay. I'm gonna put water in that. Suppose you knew that, though. Okay, that's as high as the water go. No one shows the suspension bridge. Johnny showed the suspension bridge. But I haven't seen all of Johnny's. I just saw, like, 5 minutes of it. I didn't realize it was his. I got a notification today that somebody had done a video, and I'm like, oh, that must be Planet Coaster. But no, it turns out it was, Okay, so there's this. And it has a water level thing. So what I think I need to do here is we would need to taper the land so that this made sense. You know what I mean? Bring this out here. I don't know why there's fire there. I don't know what I'm burying. I know it probably doesn't make complete sense. But you know, that's the gist of it. So there's some awesome things going on here. We've got alligators, and there was a sign that said, "Oh, come on, that's not." Where'd that sign go? Where'd that sign go? Yeah, so there was a sign that said water level, and I made the water level too high. That's what's going on. Oh. Here we go. Now I can fix it, because I'm... Water level. Yeah, no water level. Okay, so like that's the thing. Ground level? Oh! There's more. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. I buried it all. Just to see the water. Just to see the water. Huh? There we go. So that's one little thing they've put together. That's kind of cool. Obviously, it would require more work to get it all done up properly. But along with that, we've also got these things. Let's go back. Let's go back here. So we've also got these animatronic contraption things. Traps, I don't know what you want to call them. Crushing block trap. So that's kind of cool. You can see some of the new animatronics we've got in here. This gear thing, this gear thing, this gear thing. And this is the same as the one down here. But I like this. This is cool. And obviously this is another animatronic that we've got. Ow. Smack my knee against it. Okay, so again, we've got another animatronic. But this is all done with a couple of sequencers on the back. So there's obviously something else it can do. Activate only on trigger. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with that. But that's another thing we've got. Then there's some larger stuff. And the larger stuff is the cool things. We've got a thing with scorpions fighting on the top. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this over here. This is too far underground. Oh, it's only scenery too, so yeah. I know. I didn't adjust it. I just left it where it went. So that's kind of cool. Gives you an idea of what we can do. These are all separate blocks. Not like I'm not used to building my own stairs out of blocks anyway. We've also got a little bit of a statue thing with an alligator crawling out of it. Or surrounding it, actually. It's been actually taken over by alligators. Ooh. This guy's guarding some gems. And, look at this. They're transparent. They're transparent. They're doing all these weird calculations on light, but yet they won't give us glass. Well, let's just see what people use those for. You're gonna see, like, big sheets of them making up, like... Yeah. I missed a skull pit spits out fire. Yeah, I saw the fire coming out of the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that as I was putting it down. I just... It didn't seem as substantial as these things. But, you know what? Now that we're doing this, there's also seems to be more. Like, it would go somewhere like this, and you'd build up the edges. Obviously, because, you know, there's this missing gap. So, what does the secondary thing do? I don't know. Switch. Okay. I'm not sure. I think switch is this thing. No? I don't know. Oh, this is another thing we got. What looked like metal scorpions. I don't think they're metal though. I think scorpions might, some scorpions might just look like that. Okay, so let's take a look at what other scenery we've got here. I don't want to spend too much time on one thing because there is a lot. There is a lot of scenery. So now we've got the temple. I don't know if that's the right height. Sort of looks about right. That looks fine. So the temple here, we've got some traps. Oh, so you can see some other stuff that's going on here. There are these traps that slide in and out. We've got swinging pendulums. Time to do an Edgar Allan Poe part. The Pit and the Pendulum. Sorry. We got wooden spikes. So more traps. Snakes. There's snake animatronics. Hey, look. We got snake eggs. And scarab beetles? Are these scarab beetles? Is that what they are? Can't remember. But there's beetles, and they're iridescent. So you can actually change the color of their iridescence. Okay, sort of. See, there we go. That's kind of cool. More bugs, more statues. Now, I guess these statues are all made out of individual little pieces, so we can do anything we want with these statues. Like they've got this guy holding one of those egg. Look at it. You can see through it. Like, how is that going to affect my frame rate? Sorry. Probably not at all from here. Then the other thing we have is a water wheel type thing with some doors. So this, again, is just sort of showing off what we can do with these gears. Oh. There it is. So they've built a sequence in order to open and close the door on sequence. The question being, connected to door sequencer. Okay, editor door. Yeah. It stays open longer than the doors that I'm using, the haunted house doors, I think. Hey, Death Bruce. So yeah, I think it stays open longer. It stays open about the same length of time as the other coaster doors, I guess. That would be the thing. But yeah, I like that. I like how they've used a sequencer to tie everything together. But again, these are just sort of samples of the way you can do things. It's sort of an idea of the possibilities. And that is the scenery that comes already pre-built. So we covered the stores. And we covered the scenery. Which is actually quite substantial. Now, there are hundreds of parts. Hundreds, I tell you. In this whole thing. Did I mention there were hundreds of parts? Yeah, okay, so here is a quick look at some of the parts we have. But because the parts list is so large, I'm going to go through them in categories because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. So the first thing we have to add to our repertoire of buildable thingies, that doesn't look right. We'll just get them to go to stores. And when we get them to go away. Whoops. I just need a road. Malformed. Okay. And it's free. And you still don't want to come in. Well, I just don't like you anymore. Are these even open? Yeah, they are. There's just nobody to work there. I don't know. Okay, so there we go. We got that, and I was looking at something to do with pathing. We're looking at the adventure benches, adventure garbage cans. Oh, it's awesome DLC. I'm so happy with the amount of stuff that we're getting in here. And now we also have these adventure picnic tables. So like if I were to go in and I don't know. build a food place. I could use these tables. Is it worth it? I think so. It's probably bigger than the bigger than the spooky pack. Probably bigger than the spooky pack. So there we go. We've got ourselves 3 closed shops. And a free park that nobody will enter. Next on our list of new stuff are the plants and rocks. This is awesome. This is absolutely fabulous. The amount of new material we have here. Oh, I could have done so many awesome things with Pirate's Paradise. So we've got new palms. We've got, bamboo. The bamboo forest. Doesn't look like much of a forest. Looks fake to me. But there's tons of bamboo hedges. So we'll be able to build loads of things. So let's just line some of these things up. As opposed to actually building stuff with them. Because building stuff, of course, takes more thought and more time. So our tree options here are these 3. And these 3 smaller ones. Acacia palms and Alexander palms. It's, I think it was $15.99 Canadian. So, like, I don't know. I can only tell you what it is Canadian. I'm not of much use when it comes to that. So there's a couple of different long pieces. There's round. There's round smaller. And there's even rounder and smaller. I mean, same round, different smaller. You know what I mean. And then we also have Brazil nut trees, which are the big trees you see, here. And we have a nice selection of those that will make awesome canopy in a park. Like, these are the kind of trees you can have going over things. When you walk down the streets of Winnipeg, where I live, there's the entire city is just in the summer. Not now. Now it's just a bunch of bare, ugly branches. But the entire city is covered with elm trees. Going down the side of every single road, and they grow over the roads in the summer. And it's just insane. This is the same thing we can now do with the pathing. They can basically have massive forests with path weaving through them thanks to these trees. And all the, longer trunk trees. You can't really use these in the park I'm building right now, though. We also have more. There's date palms. Let me find a place to put these. There's 3 different date palm trees. So those are quite nice. Again, we're going to be able to build such unbelievable forests. These are very similar to the other trees, the pattern on them, so that's good. $10.99 US. And I think it's $7.99 in the UK. I'm not... I think I read that on Frontier's site. So now we've also got the dead swamp tree. That doesn't look too dead to me. Oh, is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But, whatever it is, it comes in 3 different sizes. So there's another type of you know, tree that we can use. Like it said, it's swamp tree, so maybe it's stuff like you'd see like right in here. Maybe we're talking, you know, big. Wow, it just seemed so much bigger moments ago. Seems so much bigger. Okay, they're small. They're tiny. Oh well, so here's our dead swamp trees. Whatever that means. More palms. We've got giant fern palms. Oh, can you imagine? Could you imagine what Pirate's Paradise would have looked like? I would have had all this stuff. It would have been like a jungle paradise. So we have those. We have jelly palms. 3 of them. We have jungle plant Alocasia. Hey Ed, how you doing? You sink the bamboo more, it looks like cannabis. Okay, sure. So the next thing we've got is where am I? The smaller plants. So stuff that are gonna no, they don't fall in there. They don't fall in there at all. But we've got the smaller plants, like the stuff that's gonna go around the bottom of a tree, like this. And we got a huge assortment of that. Different sizes, different shapes. And different types. Hey, we used to have one of these plants in our living room when I was growing up. It's a jungle plant. It's a deliciosa. I don't know. This one actually looks like something else. So yeah, that is pretty good. We're gonna definitely be able to use a lot of this stuff. You know, that's the other thing. Every time a pack like this comes out, I have to change what I'm building in the next park. So now we've also got some more trees. Kapok trees. Again, these are larger things that create a canopy above the ground. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can have some really good tree coverage. These are the kind of trees that will overlap. We also have sago palms. So this goes on and on and on. It's like we've got a whole new forest building tools. So 3 different sizes of those. Yes, I know. I saw the gems. I haven't got there yet though. So the other thing we got is stalagmites. And for those creative ones, whoops. We also have stalactites. Isn't that how it works? Stalagmites and stalactites? I know they're different if they're hanging, and they're different if they're not. So yeah, all of these can be basically flipped upside down and put hanging from ceilings, just like that. So we got stalagmites, and we can use them as stalactites if you like. If you don't, fine. Actually, I don't understand how you can have one without the other. Well, you can have one without the other, but it would be the stalactites that you could have without the stalagmites. If I have those correct. I could be completely wrong. It's a danger. These would be awesome for caves. Like I could paint these red. Not that red. That's the wrong red. I could paint these a different color. By red, I meant orange. And put them in like the spider cave. Have a whole bunch of things like that. Yeah, very useful. Very, very useful. I cannot imagine how useful. Well, I can, but it's all I can do right now is imagine how useful it could be. Yep. Oh yeah, more vines. Look at all this. This is just crazy, the stuff we're gonna be able to do with all this. This will be the. This will completely change the way we build forests. You know what I mean? You can put this on the edge of a cliff now. And you'd have the roots to hang down the side of the cliff. It's yeah. Wow. And that is only that's only the trees. That's only what's in trees. Let's move on to special effects and see if there's anything cool there. I don't think they've got anything cool there. I don't think that. My next park's not going to be a park. I'm not building another 400-hour project. I'm gonna build some rides, some coasters, simple stuff. So we've also got now lava. The thing with this lava, though, is somehow there's a color associated with it. It doesn't do anything when you change it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, see, the funny thing is, I didn't find the 1 meter grid announcement to be a big deal. They should have put it there a long time ago. Everybody's been using that part in order to force it to 1 meter, and that works. But I don't know why they were keeping that away from us. I am going to guess that this has something to do with lighting. No? I don't see any difference. That's green, that's black. Let me see here. Nope, I don't see any difference. I don't know what that color is of. So, let's go back in and move on to the next thing. So we also have airplane propeller smoke, which of course you could use anywhere. Here's stuff burning in the lava. But that's airplane propeller smoke, and of course, yes, it is triggerable. The lava? Don't know, but this is triggerable. Fire jets of different sizes. And it's good that they haven't, you know, attached this useless body to it that we don't really need. It's kind of nice they've just left us with these little nozzles. That's kind of cool. We also have lava. Not too bad. I could definitely see using this. And of course we have lava splashes. Lava falls. And more pouring lava. Falling. Pouring. So this is more of a slower, thicker thing? I don't know. Lava splashes. In different sizes. That's cool. I think we're going to be able to do a lot with that. And then there's steam. Again, I basically faked all these things in Adventureland. So we also have lava hitting water. In 3 different sizes. Other special effects that might come in handy in places, especially in like mine coasters and stuff like that. Here's a rock impact in 2 different sizes. Different rock impacts. Then of course there's this. I don't want to put it next to the lava because it'll put it out. No, it won't. Waterfalls. We have waterfalls in 3 different shapes and 3 different types. You'll notice something. Let me show this. You don't have to put these where you want them flowing from. You put them in the water or hidden. So that this is in front. I still don't know how you're going to completely hide it, but that'll be figured out. That is going to be awesome. There's just so many places we've faked this stuff. Though I have to admit, I see places where I'll still want to use the fakes. Like with the thing flowing down the side of a mountain. So we also have splashes. And then we have a huge splash, which of course you can hide. Because it's, you know, it can be hidden inside the mountain. So that's kind of cool. I like how they've set them up and they've taken into account that we don't want these things visible. I like that. I think we're going to be able to do some really cool stuff here. There's like the lava. There's the rock impact. And then there's the waterfall stuff. That's really useful. That is going to be so much fun to build with. And that is actually it for the parts in the scenery. Oh. No, sorry. That's it for special effects. We need to go now to props. There's just tons of this. It's almost no point going through it all. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay them out in rows, and we'll sort of discuss each set as we go. So the first one is just the standard, you know, stone work. There's some really neat panels. I like all this stuff. You can really build some unique things. They're simple, but very diverse. And I think that's important when it comes to stuff like this. Like, people are just gonna go wild with these things. With all the different possibilities. Again, lots of different sizes. I thought those were different sizes again. But, yeah, so these I could see... Ooh, look at that. A lot of the outsides of, say, Egyptian buildings, things like that, I think this will work out well. Well, you know, even... Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be Egyptian. But I like these. I like the new column. Again, this is something that could come in useful in any park. But all these are very good for outer surfaces, inside of like adventure caves that you're going through, and stuff like that. Leave a review. Leave a review. So yeah, that is going to be very useful. I like that block set. The other thing is, of course, every block set has its other side, and that looks pretty useful too. What I wonder is, are these the same other side, or are they different other sides? Like, is there some diversity in the backs of these things? Because we'll use these for insides of walls. No, they're actually the same, I think. No, they're not. They're different. Oh no, they're the same. They're exactly the same. Yeah, okay. But again, still, that's a useful thing to have. And I really like all this little stuff. You're gonna see people building statues covered with stuff with this, and people much more creative than I am. Okay, so what else we got? What's in the next section? Next section looks to be like gears and animatronics and stuff like that. Let's look at that. Wow. These are huge. Hey, Darafi, how you doing? Why are there two? Oh! Oh, it stops and turns the other way. Sweet. Okay. I could see all this stuff being just so awesomely useful. Especially with the way I like to build my ride skins and stuff like that. So two of everything. One of them going one way, one of them going the same way, and then turning. Ooh, that's going fast. The alternating ones are going faster. Oh, this is so useful. I can see it already. You know, you can't. You gotta flip it over. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. That looks pretty fake. Because it's moving at a different rate. Oh, and these are gears that you can... No, you can't. You can't. Okay, well, this isn't the time to play with them. I would have to figure out how we would do stuff like that. But you know, like you can see here, like these things would also fit together. I'd be able to mesh those as long as I flipped one of them the other way. That's awesome. Oh, you overslept your appointment. Yeah, being late sucks. Okay, so that's one set, two sets. Okay, and I didn't... Whoa! I can't even imagine. The possibilities have just become endless. Okay, so I'm happy with that stuff. We've got arms. Or those are legs. More arms. And a whole bunch of little pieces. Oh, I guess we just have... They're little... Oh, they got stuff on them. So there's a whole bunch of gold things. Oh, I get it. That's the beak. I don't know what these are. Hey, Epic Fury. Okay, so we've got a series of heads as well. That's not a head. Oh, that's the torso. Is that a torso? It looks like it might be a torso. So we got all these gold statue parts, and there is a ton of them. This is unbelievable, the amount of stuff we've got here. Look at that. You got a hat. More hats. Not a hat. Don't know what this is. Oh, we've got bases now. So here's a city guy. Not a city guy, a sitting guy. Here's a person who doesn't have feet. No, they're kneeling. They're kneeling. We got a standing man. And we got alligator feet. Oh. Okay, then we got a bunch more small things. There's like a mouth. Another mouth. So we got like Egyptian mouths, we got Aztec mouths. A mouth for everyone. And a nose. Nose for you. Nose for you. Just props. These are ears. I'm sure that's an ear. Is that an ear? A snout. Not an ear. Whoa, now we're on to big things again. What is this? This is an ancient golden statue torso. Okay, so we have torsos. What are they? What's this then? The head. That's a head. It would need eyes. And, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Some of them don't have eyes. I understand. You gotta put your own eyes on. Well, not your own eyes. Don't put your own eyes on them. That's not even an option. Forget I even said it. I want nobody saying that, hey, GameFace told me to put my own eyes on it. Oh, wings. And that's it. Then we repeat all that in stone. Now, these can be colored. So you can have weird colored, you know, gold. Because everybody knows gold is red, right? There we go. So what else do we have here? I haven't got to building parts yet. Okay, so now there's a whole bunch of other miscellaneous pieces, we'll call them. So there's some of that. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So now we have stone blocks. It doesn't do anything. Here's a moving stone block. So animatronic. This is a dropping stone ball. We got the spike thing. We got a smaller spike thing. We got a single spike thing. We have a rolling ball. Indiana Jones, look out. This ball's for you. I'm pretty sure it's inspired by you. Oh, a lava ball. We got a rolling lava ball. That is crazy. I don't know. I don't know. There's this, which makes me think more of like martial arts than traps. But again, it's a trap thing. You don't want to get caught by that. It's the saw trap. Ah! And then there's this too. And all these, I'm sure, are triggerable. Because if they weren't, they'd be useless. Okay, we also have moving blocks of multiple different moving lengths. And my favorite piece in the whole thing, we now have a beam. You know, posts, beams, and putting in brackets are my favorite things. But this is awesome. This is gonna go in my mind coaster. You can, as you go through the coaster, you're gonna have all these things dropping out in front of the coaster, and you know, and there won't be any rocks because moving rocks is not really a thing that this does. But yeah, that's awesome. Snapping beam. We of course already spoke of the pendulum and the possible pit that it would go with. There's also a wrecking ball. Wow. And a new sign. Hey, Sky Guy. You definitely did not make that up. Okay, so now, okay, I gotta bring this off. We gotta come over by the side here, and we gotta talk about this, and we'll see if they've made an error. We have ourselves an archaeologist, and you know what? Doesn't have a gun. Oh. They're also colorable? What I find weird though. Oh. No, wow, I did not know that. He's a green guy. The blue man. You can change the color of their skin too. So you could build like some weird extraplanetary thing. I don't know. But yay, they don't have any guns. They're not gonna shoot everybody. Okay, so where are we here? Where are we here? We're way down here. After all this stuff, you know what? Let's go over here. It's quieter over here. We'll give these guys something to dig for. We have ourselves some beetles. There's some larger beetles and some smaller beetles. We also have plane. A plane. It's a plane. And not only is there the plane, there's all the parts of the plane. So we've got the body of the plane. Let's just... You've got the, wings of the plane. There's the tail of the plane. I'm not really being that careful of putting this together. I'm actually probably being more careful than I should be, though. And then you've got the... So yeah, there you go. I just built a plane. It's exactly the same as the other plane. It's also paintable. So you can have a green plane. It can also be blue. Red trim. An orange body. There we go. Planes. This is also the same color set. So we got planes. What is this? I think it's doors that open. It's a door that opens. We got a door that opens. We got more doors that open. We've seen these in some of the samples that they built for us. I think these just hold fire. They're fire pits. Yes, they just hold fire. So back to animatronic. Oh, this is just unbelievable, the amount of stuff in here. It is unbelievable. So we're back to animatronics again. Or I mean, plain-sized crocodiles. Little guy. Oh. Whoa. Okay, I get it. I understand. So, we have just a generic set of alligators making different movements on the ground. Then we have swimming alligators. Like, look at this guy. He comes up out of the water, swims forward. Oh, wow, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome for the boat rides. It's going to be totally awesome for the boat rides. Holy crap. Sorry, I'm just freaking out now. Okay, so the other thing we have, which I don't know where to put it. Okay, let's put it over here, because, you know, it doesn't really belong with anything we've done so far. We have a fire bowl. It actually belongs with the fire stuff. Okay, let's put the fire thing with the fire thing. We have a fire bowl. Go with our fire pits. Then we've got a series of gems. And they're sort of weird because, well, where'd they go? You can see through them, eh? See the grass through it. So there's a whole bunch of these. And they're colorable. I don't know why they suddenly decided to be a different color. But there's different sizes. So there we go. There's all these. You know, people are gonna do some crazy stuff with this. Blue, green. I bet you white would just be clear, like a window. And then if we were to take them and, like, lay them side by side... we can create... So we're gonna be able to create, like, stained glass windows and like, tons of stuff with those. Yeah, what people are gonna do with these are gonna... Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's all I can say. It's gonna be crazy. Look at the frame rate slow down when the menu comes up. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. You've got windows. So people are gonna abuse these. People are gonna totally abuse these. Okay, so we already saw the alligators. Now we've also got giant scorpions. We also have little tiny giant scorpions too. They're not so giant. We really can't call them giants at all. The other thing we have, of course, are scorpion parts. You've got scorpion legs. Whoops, that's a scorpion. You got a scorpion claw. Stinger. Body. And that's scorpion pieces. So there's lots of scorpion pieces. That's cool. You guys are noisy for scorpion pieces. So the other thing we also have, which you can't build in pieces, like alligators don't come in pieces, but scorpions do? I don't understand that. Okay, so we've got just a ton of options with hippos as well. 6 hippo options. I have put down 5 hippo options. Is this another hippo option that I have not covered? No, I have. Why does this hippo swim backwards? Does hippos really do that? Obviously, you're not going to want them to see that. It's not something that you want people to see a hippo swimming backwards. But yeah, lots of hippo options. Now we got a bunch of useful just parts and pieces. Well, basically, Jeep stuff. So we got ourselves a fuel tank, a leather basket. A leather basket. A Jeep with no tires. Luckily, we have tires. But you know, you could have a desert scene with something like this. You know, with it. Yeah. Don't need to have tires. You can have the tire like lying on the ground here. Tire. These are things I don't know. Okay, and now, presenting for all your bewilderment, for all your building pleasure, hanging rope bridges. In 2 different sizes. Now, I remember building one of these myself for the Pirate's Paradise. Mine looked a lot more sturdy. This is look kind of sketchy looking. But again, these cannot be used for people. These would be paths where people don't go. And then you also have the ability to, you know, BYOB. Build your own bridge. Or you can just sort of, you know, do that. Well, of course, that's a pretty bad version of a bridge. But you could. That was definitely something that could be done. I could have also done a much better job of this. By, you know. But you get it. So we have variable length bridges. That again, something that would have been very handy to have in Pirates Paradise. I tell you, the things that I had to build that didn't exist now exist that I wouldn't have had to build. Crazy. Back to animatronics and animals. We have in our possession giant cobras. We have little cobras. Oh, this is a different kind of snake. We have a snake around a tree. It's a big snake. We have multiple snakes around trees. Cool. And we have big masses of snakes in different sizes and shapes. It's like a snake pile. It's just a slithering snake pile. There's no heads in there. None of these snakes have any heads. They're just slithering bodies. That's all it is. Actually, you can trace this going around. You can trace this one going around. You can trace this one going around. So actually what it is shapes. And all they're doing is rotating the texture all around it. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to believe we're hardly halfway through. Really hard to believe we're hardly halfway through. And it's huge already. Okay, so let's move over here. We got more gold pieces now. And again, for every one of these, there's a normal piece. So these are just like a bunch of body parts, they say. But I don't see it. I see these being useful for so many things. They're not. I don't know how they're a snake body maybe. There we go. It's a snake. Ew, sneaky snake. And then we also have the same series in not gold. So that's kind of cool. Looks like a serpent. Planes, trains, and boats? Oh no, planes, boats, and automobiles. So we've got that too. Back over on the stone stuff. I think over here. This thing is just all over the place though. You know, we've got this huge thing. We've got large pieces of rubble. That is awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now the things that I've never seen and I had no clue were in here. We're getting to those now. I'm just wondering where to put them in this whole thing. Let's just run over here. We've got an empty space right here. So we've got a whole bunch of mummies. We got the grabbing mummy. We got the sitting up mummy. We've got a mummy that gets up. We got a walking mummy. So that's quite useful. I could see all that being useful. Oops, I just picked up a bridge. The other thing, of course, which I spoke of earlier, is the vine selection, which I'm actually going to put over with the trees and the vines. Because, you know, vines. They're vines. So there's a nice selection of different hanging vines, which is really awesome. Again, these are things that I should have had all over the place in Pirates Paradise, though it wasn't necessarily a jungle. I did use different pieces of material, like the seaweed and stuff to do this, where, you know, there's actual vines now. We have that series of pieces to use. We also have more vehicle parts. So not only was there this little Jeep thing. There's also this. Again, it's got its own tires. But of course, you know, you could put these on the Jeep. Monster truck. Kind of a wimpy monster truck. We've got things for the back of the truck. You can put a canopy on the back. Actually, you should probably put a flatbed first. I don't know why the truck comes in pieces like this. Last vehicle I bought, I didn't have to buy it, put together myself. And then you could have this on the top, and you got yourself an Indiana Jones truck. You would be jumping off this one onto this one, I'm pretty sure. So that is that. We've got single wheel wicker basket. Okay, so back into here. Back into the little stuff. Wicker basket. Now we have some scaffolding, more scaffolding pieces. These would be not really scaffolding for this, but pyramid building scaffolding. And there's a ton of it. It comes in all shapes and forms. Again, this would have been hugely useful. I built all this stuff myself. All of it for Pirates Paradise. That's awesome. And then there's like pieces you can put on the top to make your own. Just the board pieces. So yeah, that would have been so useful, as well as the poles. We got some new fences. Awfully medieval, but I like them. And finally, give these guys some work, like to work by. These are lava. Oh no, they're cloth, cloth wrapped. It's like, wow, holy crap! There's just so much stuff. And then, there's all this. There's all this. It's... I don't even know where to start. But you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go to rides. It's track rides I want to look at. Let's just go for a ride. Okay, so... rides. Some new rides. There's some new powered rides. New water rides. There's a... whoa, where is it? There's this. Now... so, I watched, Johnny go through all the parts before I started. Not all the parts, no. I watched 5 minutes of the parts, but he did go through this. And what this is not a entertainment ride, for say. This is a station ride. So you could use water rides as your way of transportation around your park. And the reason I say you could, and I say it while I'm looking at that one, is because chances are you wouldn't. You would probably go with something a little different. I'm just going to make that possible right now. Because this is one type of that track. Oh. Sorry. It was a boat anyway. No, it's not. Not a boat. So let's say that is our waterway. Sorry for the floating thing. I didn't mean to. It just happened. We could go in and go get our track ride, our water ride. Not a water ride. It's a powered ride. Not a powered ride. It's a powered. It's a transport ride. So we have the Island Adventure and Land Ahoy. Now Land Ahoy sits above the ground. So this is the difference. That is Land Ahoy. That's what this is. This is Land Ahoy. I can put stations in. I can have this thing running all over the place. And I can do it that way. Or I can go into rides. And I can choose the Island Adventure. Now this is a different animal here. Whoa. Because I would put this in here. And its track goes underwater. So there's no up and down. Whoops. I can't move this up and down. There's no need to. Because of course, you know. It's underwater, and you don't want a ship to go bleh. That's bad for ships. That's what happened to the Titanic. It was bad. People got hurt. We don't want that to happen with our ship. So, here we go. We can have this go in here. And the bad thing I can. Oh, awesome. There we go. Now we got it. Okay, so you can have multiple stations here too. They are transports rides, so you have to have multiple stations. What was I thinking? I'm not finishing this. I'm gonna bring it all the way to there. That's not gonna happen. So if we were to take a look at this, we can't even test it. Oh well. Hey, Dementia! Platform pieces, are they good? Are they paintable? They are not. Not paintable. Oh well. This is the new DLC. This is the new DLC. So that's the two water rides. Now there is also another ride, and I'm not sure what it is. Is it a new coaster? I don't think it's a new coaster. Give me a second here. Come on, Planet Coaster. Yeah, it's a new coaster. It's a wooden coaster. We have a blueprint for it. I think it's a wooden coaster, unless it's a hybrid. Okay, we're gonna just go all, and we're gonna type in gold. No? No? Yeah, it's only 13 bucks. Yeah, it's 16 here, but a family ride that is family. Family? There we go. Here we go. this is a ride called Pyramid of the Serpent. And it is the new coaster, which is called Pyramid of the Serpent. No, it's not. It's not. I don't know. It's probably not much, but we'll try it out and see. We'll just take a ride. Okay, Raffi. We'll see you next time. I'll be building stuff tomorrow, so have a good one. I know it's late where you are. It's 1:30 in the morning. I would be sleeping. Of course, I would have to get up in 6 hours to go to work, so I'd have to be sleeping. Check this out. That whole thing is swinging. Okay, so those cars are like dumpable mine cars. And it is very much like a mine track. This might be ideal for even what I'm building right now. Wow, that looks awesome. So yeah, that whatever coaster that is. Now I was thinking it was wood, but it's not. It's all fake wood. Means all that would be steel. So it's a custom steel family swinging mine train. Okay, so there it is. So, you know, we don't, it's non-inverting, which is fine. I need more non-inverting spooky mine coaster. Yes. Yes. I've already got it in my, I already know what's gonna happen. There we go. I already know what's gonna happen. And you know, it all revolves around this. I like these breaking. Oh, that's gonna be so awesome. Going through the mine and it's all collapsing down as collapsing as you go through. Oh yeah, that's gonna be sweet. And remember, I'm the first person to say it, so when you see it out there, I already said it. I don't care. Everybody's gonna do it because it's the most obvious thing to do. I seem to have lost my mouse. Okay, so that's the rides. That's the ride portion of our entertainment today. The other thing I want to look at now are the building pieces. So for building pieces, we've got this. Now, as I do this, I'm also going to show you that this finally goes down to 1 meter. So we don't have to go grab that little piece of roofing piece and put it down. We can now just go to 1 meter when we need it. We don't have to cheat the game. I guess they figured, hey, everybody just cheats the game anyway, so why not make it 1 meter? So we have our standard pieces for wall pieces for stations, for store frontage, and that. We also have all our, you know, other pieces. We got wall pieces. We got the multiple roof things. I don't know why I'm putting the bigger ones behind the smaller ones. I mean in front of that. That's just something broken in my brain. And somewhere here there's got to be a 4 meter wall. So yeah, we got all the pieces for that. This of course needs to be moved. And there's basically our wall set. To add to that, we've got arches, covered arches, large arches, and large covered arches. I don't know what more else we could ask for, except for loose blocks that you could use to say, I don't know, build a pyramid. Okay, so let's take a look at the loose blocks that you could use to say, I don't know, build a pyramid. We've got blocks. We've got tons and tons of blocks. I think this is the best part about this whole DLC, are these blocks. Look at this. Can you imagine what people are going to build? We also have broken blocks. Bigger broken blocks. Then, wow. Temple coving. Gotta have the coving. If you don't have the coving, how are you supposed to build a temple? Really? If they would have given us this without coving, we would have had to rise up. Sorry. I don't, maybe that's not true. Again, different sizes of broken down rocks. Lots of useful pieces. And then we move back to more coving. It's actually not, it's temple slope. So you can see the possibilities. Here's big temple slope. We've got pyramid parts here. And then bigger. Bigger yet. Bigger, bigger. Go bigger. Go home. Whoops. So I can see pyramids being built now. Let's build a pyramid. Why are you going up? I don't want you to go up. Go right there. Okay, screw it. Oh, like if I had a line to surface or something on, I could understand what you're doing here. Oh, I know what's going on. Never mind. Crooked. But I don't care. I don't care anymore. I do care. Probably care too much. That's the problem. I care too much. So we got the corners. Because I made it too small, I have no way to put the tip on it. It's just basically going to be a pyramid with a hole in the top. But you can see how you could build like the whole Mayan Chicxulubca or whatever it's called. Chicxulubca or Chicxulubca. I don't know. And there's a corner block. So yeah, out of this, just out of these, you could build a really bad pyramid. Do they snap to buildings? I don't know. I can't imagine why you'd want them to, but I can check. Where'd my building stuff go? It's over here. Like, okay, so what do you mean? If I take this, it snaps to the, it snaps, yeah. So I guess I never ever use that, ever. I put things where I want them. So yes, it does snap to buildings. Then we go from our triangular pieces. Now we're going to move into round, circular versions for columns, and just as you can imagine, the stuff we can build out of this is just insane. Broken columns. We got bases. Again, for blocks, there's like wicked crazy bases. There's a whole bunch of bases. all your bases can be used here. Sorry. Edging. More edging. That's like a single version. And then, all of that repeated in gold. But in gold, we also get this. We get this. That. And that. But we don't get this and this. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. All your bases are belong to us. Yes. Was that StarCraft? Or Red Alert? I can't remember the origin of that. At times I remember and then I forget. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. They've just split these up. Oh, and here's I think I put that over there. Here's a shop front. But yeah, all these pieces. So they do come in gold and stone. There they are. And our last piece is the wrapped cloth porch wall piece. Yeah, that's right. It was some really old DOS-based space game, and up on the screen, all your bases are belong to us. Yeah, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. So, you know, like, gee, I think I just upload this as a park right now. It's so complete. Hey, Joy Joe, Coco, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So there's just tons of stuff in there. Now we also have, I believe. Renee Few? A new, a new, entertainer. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what, everybody? She's carrying a gun. Just like 98% of the animatronics, humanoid animatronics, and half the entertainers. Yes, Martin, she's got a gun.
Hey, Shumi.
It's just in case the guests get unruly. When the guests try to take over the park, they just get they get a signal. It's like they've been brainwashed and programmed. When they hear this keyword, they just turn on everybody in the park. And yeah. So yes, another entertainer with a gun. So there's definitely things I like about this, but why add more guns to the game? It's ridiculous. There's no reason for her to have a gun at all. She should have been carrying a shovel. You know?
Deramgu. Asi Hatsavara. Hey, Shumi.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. There's a couple of other things that we should mention. So I'm just gonna go through the notes that were uploaded to Steam. I bet you who wrote this? Bo? I don't know who wrote this. So not only was this the Adventure Pack, Update 1.5 came out at the same time, and Update 1.5 has some stuff in it. There's a new hat that can be Oh no, no, great. Just even saying "Hooked on a Feeling," and now I've got the. Now I'm gonna have the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack going through my head. Of course, it won't be "Hooked on a Feeling." It'll be "Little Green Bag" or something like that. That it ends up getting stuck in my head. Because I used to listen to that for. Actually, there were some really good songs on that. So we've got the crocodile hat. We've got the rock hat. We've got the adventuring heroine Renee. It was a complaint because there wasn't enough women animatronics. So they gave a woman a gun, and now you could be hired as an animatronic. So there's 75 building items. 23 of those have gold variants. There's 323 scenery items, 56 gold variants, path extras, foliage items, statue items, animatronics objects, and 77 different animations. Yes. Okay, where it... Okay, so where's the Tiki, Tiki mascot? Or is that just, Oh, nothing's happened to the Spooky Park. The Adventure Pack came out today, so we're taking a tour. Spooky Park will all be back. We'll be building Spooky Park tomorrow with a whole bunch of neat new things that we can put in it. But I'm not seeing. So that it's not a new animatronic. I don't see it. I don't know if it exists. "18 scenery blueprints." Okay, so... yeah, we went through all those. So the other thing is the coaster and track rides, Lay of the Land, Pyramid of the Serpent. So we looked at those. The new scenery, yeah. So they added new filters for us to look at. The Tiki, where is it? Where's this Tiki guy? Am I like losing my mind? Oh, the Tiki Hut guy. Okay, yes. Yeah, he's not new. That's why I'm losing my mind. I'm not losing my mind. He's like the mascot for this place. Look, that's awesome though, eh? That's just totally awesome. It looks like him. It actually looks like him. That's so cool. I would have made that all purple though, because he's all purple in the middle. I don't know. It like, yeah, it matches perfectly. So the other thing that they did was, if I were to go to this shop, I could say, well, let's not. Here, strawberry cosmic shakes. Vanilla and chocolate. Let's not do that. Let's go here, and I already changed the Chief Burger XL to a Turkey Burger XL, and its sales just dropped. Nobody bought it anymore. good because it was too cheap. No, I'm just kidding. So you can actually change what we sell now. Ketchup. What? What? Are you kidding me? What? Whoa! That's insane! I did not notice that. They added a picnic subcategory for the past. So basically, they took the picnic tables and put them in their own category in the scenery. So now when we go to path extras, we will have benches, bins, and picnic tables. That'll make things easier. And they added a 1 meter option to the building grid. So now when we go in here and start editing a building, once you've actually done something in the building and the options come up, we can now change this to 1 meter. So we don't have to cheat anymore and use that piece, that roofing trim. We can actually go to 1 meter. Yay! That's awesome. That should have been something they should have done ages ago. But as you can see, this is an insane content pack. This is huge. This is way bigger. Way bigger. All of this is DLC. All of it. Every single bit of it. Let's delete the buildings. So this is a DLC building. This is a DLC building. This is a DLC building. There's this building and the ride. And there is... Oh. The ride. So... Let me get rid of this ride. This building is not exactly a building. Yeah. That might not be easy. There we go. So that gets rid of all the rides. These are all the parts in the DLC. So we've got tons of new trees. Sorry. There's all the new trees. We've got the new special effects for rock crashing, lava hitting water, it's all there. Sorry. So yeah, there's a lot of different things here. The waterfall stuff is going to be especially useful. All the trees, I love them. The trees are great. You can now create an awesome canopy. Then we've got all the bamboo. We've got tons and tons of palms. We've got Acacia palms. I don't know. Alexander palms. We got date palms, jelly palms, sago palms, and then we've got these little jungle plants, which are awesome. Alocasia and Delocasio. Queso. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Then, of course, this is more pre-built stuff. I just didn't want to delete them all. So this is all just made with those statue parts that we have over there. Obviously, not the gold ones. Then we have some pre-built plane crashes that I just thought were cool, and I just thought, yeah, those are awesome. Somebody really liked building plane crashes. Yeah, very, very well done. So when it comes to all the pieces, Acacia. Okay, I don't know. So we got some wall coverings here. Now these are all freeform pieces. They're all scenery. We got much larger pieces of rubble. Again, this is awesome because, you know, this is just as much rubble that you would find around a castle as anything else. So, you know, that can be like colored to be sitting around a castle. All of these gears and moving parts. We're lucky he doesn't have a gun. I bet you he's got one. I bet you he's just carrying. He's concealing it. We've got all the gold statue pieces, which we have non-gold statue pieces for as well. And like I mentioned earlier, they're colorable. There's all this animatronic stuff, traps, and things along that lines. There's even a couple of doors. This, of course, is an animatronic as well. It's a door. I thought it was going to move. They do not have a pile of coal. If you need a pile of coal, you're going to have to make your own, just like I did. We do have these snapping blocks, snapping, you know, ancient trap snapping boards, which is going to be great because I'm going to use those in a mine thing. We have all our animals. We've got a whole assortment of different types of snakes, snake pits. We have hippopotamuses. Hungry hippos. We have alligators. They're not alligators. They're crocodiles. Scorpions. And scorpion parts. We have scorpions and scorpion parts. There's all the platforming stuff. Scaffolding, wooden scaffolding, tons of it. You could see that this in a half-built pyramid would be something. We also have a boat. Boat? Meet water. Bridge pieces. We have hanging bridges now. You can't walk across them, so they're about as useful as the hanging bridge that I built in Pirates Paradise. But hey, we have hanging bridges. They only come in 2 lengths. So you'll have to build your world to fit your bridge, as opposed to build your bridge to fit your world. But hey, as you know, go to Pirates Paradise. There's a way that you can do this yourself. You don't need to rely on what they've provided. You can build your own hanging bridge as long as you want. Then we've got our building pieces. The building pieces are the blocks, the standard 2 pieces for the station, the storefront. We've got our arches, our standard 4 arches, and then we have our 4, 2, and 1 meter roof pieces, as well as 4, 2, and 1 meter building pieces. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of people in here too. Yeah, by the way, plane comes in 1 piece, or plane comes in all pieces, so you can have crash plane, no problem. My hanging bridge or their hanging bridge? Mine? My hanging bridge is beautiful. Hippos eat donkeys. I'm not going to ask. We've got this guy, this strange blue guy. I don't know how he became blue. It turns out you can change. He's all pale now. So yeah, you can change the tone of the skin tone till it's blue. You can keep digging until you're blue in the face. Now he's like, I don't know. He still has blue tinge. That's because he's selected. We've got the animated bugs as well. Trucks. There's some truck bodies with wheels. You can like not use these wheels. These wheels instead? Huh? Super truck. No, you can't do that. That's silly. That's silly. And finally, we end up looking at all the new building pieces. These are scenery pieces in the building area. By scenery pieces, I mean they don't go on the grid. And this is going to allow us to build pyramids. It's going to be great for ride skinning. I just can't imagine the possibilities. It's going to be awesome. I'm not even going to know what to do. I seriously am not going to know what to do. If anybody knows what to do, tell me what to do. And that, my friends, is the DLC. just you. Oh yeah, yeah. There's more than. Oh yeah, there's definitely stuff that I can use in the spooky park. Totally. You know, the blocks. These blocks, are they colorable? Can I change the color of the blocks? Yes. There you go. So, like, I think you just can't edit it. I don't know how it really works. I did notice though that I went in, I started Steam, I opened everything. No new paths, but new picnic tables. New picnic tables and path objects. So a seat, a garbage bin, and this stuff. So yeah, we got everything. It is going to be a lot of fun. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a when I start Adventureland, we're going to build a Aztec style skin for one of the rides tomorrow. And that's what we're going to start using this. So the spooky, the something scary park is going to require over $30 worth of DLC to play. But, you know, I know you guys already have it. Most of you. And I think, like I said, I think you can still fire up the world. You just can't do anything. So yeah, I don't know. So okay, I'm looking at the comments and it says the DLC sucks when you don't buy all of it, and all the master builders use it in their works. But you can't use their builds because you don't have the DLC. Well, yeah. And you can't expect. Hey Nate, and you can't expect Frontier to just give us this stuff for free. This has taken thousands of man hours. Thousands and thousands, tens of thousands to make all these models. And oh yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. Some of the trees in here, just the diversity of the trees you could have in your jungle runner. The vines. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, so I don't see any valid argument in that. And I can't see any reason. But yeah, I guess well yeah, well that's the other thing. You know, if I was going to build a pyramid in the past, I would build a pyramid if I wanted a pyramid. Um so yeah. But you know, there are certain things. The gold stuff is awesome. I am definitely going to put this to a lot of use. I'm definitely going to use it a lot. And we're going to use it starting tomorrow. Could I do a top 11 weirdest viewers? Yeah, see, I don't judge people like that. I have one weird viewer, and that's it. I'll let you guys figure out who it is. Don't, no, I won't. I'm not, I didn't even say that. Don't even try to figure out who it is. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here today. We're going to pick up tomorrow, and we're going to start using some of this stuff. We're going to put some of these ideas into our themed fair, and actually, it wasn't you. It isn't you. They're no longer here, and we'll do that tomorrow. And well, until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster Adventure Pack. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Hey, Shimmy.